Hey, Shalom. All praise to Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi by Hashem Rakwakadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Double honors to the Connecticut elders of GMS, our big brothers. Shalom and greetings to the brothers in this country and all over the world who are prophesying in the true name of what you people stupidly call God in Christ. The true name is Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi, which is none other than the power of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anybody who are descendants from those people on their father's side. To those who are scattered abroad, Shalom. I'm Yahawah coming at you with a show entitled We Are All One Body of Yahawah Yahawashi Rotate Speakers. So this is basically going to be on camp structure, dealing with speaking, and bringing out the precepts and prophesying in the spirit of Yahawashi while we're at that camp. That's spiritual because I was kind of thinking about this, well, today and all the time. But as we close camp, Apostle Dahar decreed through the spirit of Yahawashi that now the New Camp will be breaking into smaller groups of 8. That's spiritual because at times, this is a team game, and at times, with the bigger camps, not everybody may not be involved, standing post or so crowded, you're not really even doing anything. And in this walk, in this truth of ours, we all need to contribute and have our time to go in there and read or to prophesy and things of that nature. So I just want to kind of shed some light on this. And again, it's very important that like I said, I'm a ball, I play ball in the world, and I always like to, we give out all analogies, and the 144,000 of Yahawashi Mashai, we're a team. The head captain is Yahawashi, and the owner is Yahawah, and you know, and his team, like in basketball, you got the captain, and then you have the players, and you're not playing a one-on-one, right? You're passing the ball, you make an assist, and this is how the camp, Lord willing, has to be kind of in the same way. We a team out there. You have your speaker, you have your reader, you have your elders, you have the brothers, the soldiers, and we need to be a team out there thinking about one another in the spirit of Yahweh Shemai Shai, and prophesying. All right. So basically, it's not a one-man show. It's good to stay on topic, not jump around and really cause confusion. Um, it's important not to quench spirits. While we're out there, if someone's talking, cutting him off, and that's gonna happen, because it's a combo. But it's good to flow in the spirit. Have a nice flow on the same topic. That's what I mean, like a flow, staying on the same topic, and being lively out there at camp. Being aware, being circumspect. These are all the things I was taught when I came in by my captain, Elder Design One, Elder um, Zakaran, Elder Manani, all my elders, um, and so on. Being lively and I'll touch on it real quick. New, young brothers who just been in year 2, how they should conduct themselves at camp. All right. All right. So let me I'll just that's just really what I just want to highlight on, and um, and that's basically it. So let me just bring out some scripts on that, and then of course it's for edification for the body of Yahweh Shai, because some of these things could be happening, or could be happening in your camp, and they should be a way it should be kind of conducted, and how you should bring out scriptures. And we all have the apostles as great examples of Spirit of Yahweh Shai, how to conduct ourselves, how to read, how to bring precepts, how to interject, how to act, and how to deal when we out there. All order. It's all order. And all at the end of the day, it's prophesying the Spirit of Yahweh Shai. All right, this is First Corinthians. This is First Corinthians chapter 14, verse 29. All right, let me get that real quick. All right, so Lark, First Corinthians chapter 14, uh, verse 29. It reads, let the prophet speak two or three, and let the other judge. Right, and that's simple. Let the prophet speak two or three, and let the other judge. Now, we always have it set up where sometimes one brother may be speaking, or two brothers may speak. Me personally, I like to, if I go up there and speak a little willing through the Spirit, I go up there, but I like a second man with me up there sometimes, because sometimes I can't finish my words. I got another brother in the Spirit behind me or right next to me who helps me out with my words, finishes my words. We kind of flow together, and you see that happen amongst the apostles, Apostle Har, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rambla. They speak very well and beautifully through the Spirit of Yahawashi and they flow really well together. You know, and there has to be a flow and a rhythm out there, and like the scriptures say, speak two or three. You have one or two speakers, and you have two to three or four readers on the side. Bringing out precepts in an orderly fashion. All right. Um, so again, it says, "Let the prophet speak two or three, and let the other judge." The other judging is, someone on the side just watching and listening, or an elder or on the side, or whatever have you, or someone holding a post watching a camp. You know, because we're all supposed to be attentive and circumspect. You know, but being attentive and aware out there, and just being in the spirit. Okay, so again, it says, let the prophet speak two or three, and let the other judge. If anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace. All right, meaning if everything, if you may be thinking something, right? But let the brother finish a sentence, hold your peace, and then jump in. All right. And sometimes you may be thinking something, and the spirit already has that brother mention what you saying, what you were thinking, and that happens a lot, way more often than none, than none times. It says, if anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, all right, let the first hold his peace. For ye may all prophesy one by one, that all may learn and all may be comforted. Yeah, one by one, all may learn, and while you're out there, we're learning too. It's good to hear different brothers speak, and to see how they bring it out. I mean, personally, I love seeing other brothers get in the spirit and speak, get their chance to speak out there, and you see, it's beautiful to see their brothers, Akim, deliver the gospel of Yahawashi Mashai in their own way, in the spirit of Yahawashi Mashai, and it's great to see. But again, you don't want, on the basketball team, you don't want to see one guy dribbling the whole ball the whole game like James Harden. What I mean, that's not too fun. People get discouraged. They did all this training and they came and showcased their talents. You got brothers who study during the week and have a topic they want to bring out and touch on. I used to do that when I first came in, and I touch on a subject, and then we rotate. And that's how my captain of the design one used to show me. We would set up camp. Brother would speak for 45 minutes, and we rotate. Another brother speak for an hour, rotate. And if a brother was still in the spirit, he could speak on. If he's not, then not. But it's good to keep the body going and moving and flowing. All right. So that was that script. Let me get another one. All right. On that. Let's see. This is I'm gonna get Second Thessalonians. I'm gonna get. Let me see. Second Thessalonians 5:19. Matter of fact, let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 32, verse 3 and 9. I got a few scriptures written down, jumping around over here. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 32. Chapter 32, verse. I'm going to start from verse 3. It says, "Speak thou, speak thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee, but with sound judgment, and hinder not music." Let me read that again, Slack. Speak thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee. Meaning, yeah, speak, speak, elder. We're elders out there. We're we're commanded to speak in the spirit of the Lord. To lift up the other brothers, to assist them, to help them, and to prophesy. We're elders. Um, um, okay, so we were supposed to do so and do that. Speak thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee, but with sound judgment, and hinder not music. Uh, all right. Pour not out words where there is a musician. All right. Meaning that, but with sound judgment. All right. And hinder not music. Meaning, do not quench your spirit. If you hear someone singing a song, giving the gospel, and giving the good news of prophesying the spirit of Yahawashi man shy, don't hinder the music. Uh, Wait to hold your peace and then jump in. And we're all. I mean, I'm accountable. I'm accountable. All we all are. Brothers, elders. Um, about how we conduct ourselves in the spirit out there. In order. All right. Um, because even like my elder Zakaran told me years ago, it's best to make it. In the scriptures say that it's best to say things as pithy as possible. Like I'm saying much in very little words. That's why it's important to get the vocab down, certain words down, to say much in few words as possible. And I was like that too. I got to work in that stills. Like ranting on, um, and just saying as much as you can, as little as possible. And that's something I still work on myself. You know, all right. But still, have that in mind and improve on that. Again, it says, "Speak thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee, but with sound judgment, and hinder not music. Pour not out words where there is a musician, and show not forth wisdom out of time." I mean, that just be patient, wait your turn, kind of see when it is a good time to interject and to bring out what you got to bring out. But don't hinder the music, though, which basically means don't quench your spirit. Okay? Pour not out words where there is a musician, and show not forth wisdom out of time. All right? A concert of music and a banquet of wine is a signet of carbuncle set in gold, a signet of emerald set in set in a work of gold. So is the medley of music with a pleasant wine. So yeah, just like what goes good with wine is pleasant music. All right, what goes good with someone speaking and someone who interjects and knowing how to inject at the right time. All right, that and having a nice flow. For example, me and Nas on GMS Living Waters, GMS Precepts. You know, uh, we're like a team. When we speak, we flow nicely through the spirit of Yahawashi my shy. I say something, he kind of finishes my sentence. If I say something, we're kind of flowing. And a lot of brothers do that. You see that really amongst the apostles, because they're so acquainted with each other through the spirit. It says, "Speak, young men, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art asked twice." Yeah, so the young men, speak. A year, you've been in the camp a year, 2 years, and young brothers can't speak if there's only, one person speaking. Everybody needs to contribute. Everybody needs to get involved. Everybody need to get down for their crown. Like my elder Gad says all the time. Everybody need to get down for their crown. You know, that's very important to know. Okay, the screen just went out. All right, I don't want to go on too long with this video. Okay, so yeah, everybody needs to get down for their crown. Man. Speak, young men, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice. So you don't want to be asked twice, man. Brother asks you to speak. I'm not saying 10 times. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll speak, but for the most part, 90% of the time, speak. When well, 100% of the time, you're not always going to be in spirit. I'm saying that's what Elder Zion used to always tell me, and I used to always start camp by saying, look, who's ever in the spirit, they can speak. You know, don't force it, but if you're in the spirit, speak. All right. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. You see, Yeah, man, that's why the book of Proverbs is a great book because it's the why? Because it's pithy statements. Pithy or pithy means short statements or phrases that mean so much. Okay? And that's the best way to speak. And that's how the Lord spoke, you know. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue. All right? If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words, and that's big. You know, you got elders speaking, and younger brothers who just came in or whatever have you. You know, well, it doesn't matter if elders speaking, kind of, you know, if it's really important, they can backing up what the brothers elders saying. You know, keep in mind to keep it, get to the point, make it quick, and and give it right back to the elder. You know, that's how I was taught again when I uh, was in the camp above my elders, and and I never really interjected, man, and that came after years when I was speaking, and then I finally, flowed, and I can see the elders would say, okay, that I can add to what they were saying, but I didn't come off the bat just cutting, or just and hey, elder, can I say something, and if you do, choose it wisely, you know, choose it wisely, and I would be mindful of that. I would kind of count how many times I did it, or I would, kind of really choose when to say something and not to. If it, is it really necessary? You know what I mean? Um, so it says, um, use not many words. Okay, before the thunder goeth lightning, and before a shamefaced man shall go favor. All right, that was it on that one. I just wanted to get that real quick, and that's again really important to know that at the end of the day, the younger brothers or anybody under an elder, you know, should choose when they're going to go in and add to what they're saying and get to the point quickly. Don't be go into something else. If the elders call for something, get that script and things of that nature. And brothers, we encourage younger brothers to come in and speak. Again, what we did in our camp, we let the younger brothers speak, for 15, 20 minutes. They could have just joined the camp a month ago, a year ago. They may be nervous, may have a speech impediment, whatever, but don't worry about that. The Lord is speaking through you. All right, and you don't got to worry about that, man. Stick with the basics and stay up there for half an hour, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes. Then you rotate. Then the other seasoned brothers, they stay out there a little longer because they seasoned. So stay out for an hour and then you switch up, another hour switch up, or 45 minutes you switch up, something like that. We all a team. Okay. Um, Let me get another script. This is let me get another one. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 20, verse 5 through 8. It says, there is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another by much babbling becometh hateful. Some man holdeth his tongue because he hath not to answer, and some keepeth silence knowing his time. I'm going to read that again. There is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another by much babbling becometh hateful. Yeah, nobody wants to hear just one man talking all the time and for hours and hours, and that's and you would have you have to be mindful of that. That again, there's other teammates on your team. Now, if the brother's just not in the spirit and they just out and the brother's on fire, yeah, that happens, man. You can have a brother speak the whole camp. It's beautiful, man. But to do that all the time, and not getting other brothers involved, you know, you would have to be kind of mindful of that. Like the scripture say, much babbling becometh hateful. All right. Some man holdeth his tongue because he hath not to answer, and some keepeth silence, knowing his time. A wise man will hold his tongue till he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. Yeah, you don't want to be cutting off brothers too much, quenching the spirit. And that's what it means by quenching the spirit. Let's like hopscotch. No one to jump in, no one to jump right back out. Let me get this a precept in uh in Titus. This is I'm sorry, no precept in I lost that. It's like Titus. I'm sorry. One sec, slot. Okay, Second Thessalonians 5:19, slot. This is Second Thessalonians. All right, 5. No, First Thessalonians 5:19. It says, yeah, quench not the spirit, and quench basically means to put out, you know. And the scriptures describe us as a vibrant, fiery spirit, full of fire. You got brothers burning out there, holding scripts, you know, can't wait to get out the camp and speak, and they don't get to speak because one person or someone's talking, the whole time. So, again, we all got to get involved, man, and pass the rock. All right, pass the spirit of Yahawashi Mashai. We all one body. Quench not the spirit. All right, brothers on fire. You see he's on fire though. Let him rock. Let him go. Don't you don't have to add in what you have to say the whole time. Let the brother let it out, man. Again, we got these frustrations that during the week. We may be going to all this hell, and at camp, you know, you want to just let it out to the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. You just wanna prophesy, man. And then at times, sometimes brothers don't get to do that. Okay, so quench not the spirit. All right, don't put that out because why? Jeremiah 5:14 says, let's get that real quick. Jeremiah 5:14. It reads, Wherefore thus said the Lord, power of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Yeah, that words in thy mouth is fire. And that spirit is fire. That spirit is energy and fire. Coming out with the straight fire of Yahweh Shema Shai, bringing out the Holy Spirit, the Kodashakar, bringing it, but speaking in boldness of the Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, um, uh, that's the fire of the Lord. And you want to quench that, especially you can tell when brothers in the Spirit. If you do, get it right on point, back them up, and explain what you got to explain. Okay. Um, it said, okay, let me go back to Apocrypha. Okay. So this is again, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 20 verse 7. A wise man will hold his tongue till he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time. He that uses many words shall be abhorred, and he that taketh to himself authority therein shall be hated. All right. Yeah. So, you know, he that uses many words shall be abhorred, and he that taketh to himself authority shall be hated. Yeah. So just one person thinking of themselves, and again, you have brothers who are sincere. I'm just doing this because like Apostle Tar made that order at the end of camp, and sometimes you see that in camp. Not in a bad way. Brothers are sincere out there. But sometimes the sincerity they overlook what that they may be talking the whole time, and week after week or years after years or whatever have you. Um, so again, it's important to be mindful of that. Um, okay, because it could affect another brother's spirit. He's trying to speak, and then he can't speak because he's getting interjected, or he can't get what he wants out of the spirit. So brothers hold their head down and sometimes, and feel like they're not involved. So again, that's why it's a spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, put the spirit onto heart to break up smaller camps, so we all can be involved. We're all one body. All right. Let me get another script. This is uh, Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 8. It says, let me see. It says, it says, answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. All right. Yeah, man, that's very important, man. We at GMS, we're very careful of that. We don't cut brother. We don't cut each other off. When we talk, and you see that. You see the mannerisms of the apostles. I mean, them number one. They're really respectful when they talk to one another. they interject, but they do it in a certain way. They flow so rightly in the spirit, and when they do, they right on point when they do interject. They don't change subjects and they stay right on topic. All right. And basically, you don't have to repeat what the other person says too. That happens a lot. You just repeat what they say, and stretch out the time you're trying to get to the point. And what happens is it causes confusion. You may forget what you're trying to say. That happens to me a lot. That's why I always like to speak with somebody else up there because I kind of forget what I'm saying, and you gotta learn how to, maybe if you're gonna go out, give an example to rewind it back into your original point. You know, and it's good to bring testimonies to bring to life and validate your point, a story or article, whatever, to bring the Yahawashi Mashai, the scriptures, more to life and to prove his trueness, his point. But, stay on topic and don't veer off. Now, one apostle who's great at that, like not too many, but one, no, I don't want to say it like that. Like one apostle that's two apostles that's really great at that is Apostle Rakar and Apostle Sakar and Elder Tazadakba. Um, you know, um, they're real great at, not many people can do, but they don't have to pull many scripts, but they can just explain things to a T whilst quoting scripts, you know, and only few can really do that, but for the younger brothers, just bring out the scriptures talk. All right. All right, let me get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 12. Let me see what that says. All right. It says, when I hold my tongue, they shall bide my leisure, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me. If I talk much, they shall lay their hands upon their mouth. Well, actually, I didn't want to get that. I mean, that's on it, but not really on the subject. But anyway, all right. So that was pretty much it. I think I got that. Let me see. I think that's pretty much it that I had. Let me get a few more. This is Matthew's chapter 10, verse 20. Matthew's 10, verse 20. It says, for it is not ye, this is Lord, by the way, for it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. All right. Yeah, and that's the point I want to bring out. At the end of the day, it's not us who's speaking. It's the Spirit of Yahawashi Shai that's speaking through us. All right. It's His words that He's putting in our mouth, like it says in Isaiah 55 and 11. And that's the key thing we got to remember. All right. Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing that whereunto I sent it. You know, and that's the thing, man. That we got to remember is at the end of the day, this spirit of Yahweh Shemai Shine, we're bringing out. He's putting His words in our mouth. And we have to always keep in mind to edify and to wake up the elect while we're doing this, and let the scriptures talk. So the Lord speaking us, we gotta let these scriptures talk. You know, we have to. That's what a man of the Lord does. I think that was it. I got two more scriptures. Colossians 4:6. This is Colossians 4:6. It says, um, "Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man." And that's the thing too. Um, always let your speech be in grace. Meaning that actually this explains it. What do I mean by great speaking in grace? This is Titus 2 verse 8, saying some sound speech that cannot be it says sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. Yeah, I mean, because yeah, that's that speech where you speak and let your speech not be condemned. That's speaking with grace. All right, ladies, speech not be condemned, not speaking with grace. Right, that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. So the people who you're talking to, the opposing, at the end of the day, they can't say nothing bad against you, because you speaking with grace, you bringing out the words with power, and don't mean you can't curse, but it can't be every 3 words you're cursing. As long as you speak in the power of Yahawashi with the Holy Spirit, that's you speaking in grace, whether you screaming and angry or you're not, you know. But if you speaking whether or not, if you speak in the spirit of Yahawashi with power, you speaking in grace, all right, and make your words not how to say condemnable. All right, the opposition can't say nothing against you. All right. So I just I was on this page here, 'cause this is all the brothers camps, New York camp, and again, we're breaking up these camps a little smaller. We all get involved. At the end of the day, the men of the Lord, we're a team. The Lord is our captain, and Heavenly Father is is the overall owner, man, of Israel. All right, and really the Lord is our coach. Okay, and we're all one body. All right. I think that's about it. I'm talking too damn long now, and and that's it. That's all I can really say. So, all right, with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I find that we're all a team. We should be passing the rock to each other, and rotate, let other brothers speak. We all need to get involved. All right. So with that, all praise to Yahweh Shemai Shai, double honors to the apostles of GMS, double honors to the Connecticut elders, shalom to the fellow warriors in this country and all over the world, who are prophesying in the true name of Yahweh by Shemai Shai. Shalom.